Now let's talk about data consistency. Now what the definition of consistency is, that whenever a change is being made for any single database, that change needs to remain same all across way. So going back to our previous example of names being changed, now let's say that currently this is the Facebook service. I am a user of Facebook. Now on as being a user of Facebook, currently my name is being shown as Parth Vyas. Okay, now on the Facebook feed, I decided to somehow go ahead and change the name from Parth to, let's say, Popu, something like that. Okay, now in the Facebook feed my name needs to be changed to Popu, but again Facebook is a modular system, it is scalable, there are a bunch of different components speaking with each other. Even for the database there are millions of instances of database deciding. Now the name is being changed to Popo over here, but there is also cache in between. There are a lot of things. There is a least recently used cache, there is the most recently used cache, there are a bunch of different things happening in between. Now on my side, I pushed the notification that name should be changed. Let's say Facebook, they also changed the name on one of their servers, but other servers are yet to know that this name has been changed. And when I go back to my Facebook page, I'm still seeing the name as Parth Vyas. This clearly means that the strong consistency was not present. Why? Because this Parth name came from some other instance of the database. Meanwhile, one instance of database has already changed the name, or also it could be possible that it came from the cache. So how to deal with that? So one way to deal with that is that I'm going to once I submit that okay, change the name to Popu, Facebook decides that it is also going to change every single instance of database where the name Popu has been stayed. And then once it is done, then only it will say that okay, now your system is done and now you can go back and start using. And now if I come to my Facebook feed, I'm going to see the name Popu, which means now all the instances has been correct name. But what would happen in between? Of course, the moment I submit that hey, I need to change my name, I'm going to be I will have to probably wait 2 to 4 seconds or something like that. Meanwhile this buffer circle is going down in the circle. I'm so sorry for my drawing skills, but you get the idea. And then once it's done, I will be able to do it. Now what this effectively did is that it blocked me for 2 to 4 seconds because the change was really critical. Now in this case we are only talking about name change, but let's say that we are dealing with a parking meter system. Now in the parking meter system, whenever the moment you use your credit card and you are making some pay, you want to make sure that the payment has gone through, which means that the credit card company has agreed that yes, this person's credit card, we already make sure that it has gone through, it has gone to my bank details, and in my bank that money has been deducted before I am being shown that yeah, now I am able to get out and generate a receipt. So for that, definitely I need a strong consistency. But let's say there is a system where currently on the YouTube there are the number of views that are being mentioned. Now for this views, do I need to have such strong consistency, or can I be okay if the number of views, let's say that currently there are 10 views and in the next second 1000 people watch, these 1000 views are not being updated immediately, but rather they do these batch jobs that would be less expensive to YouTube. And after let's say 1 minute, it will show me that yeah, from 10 your views were actually 1000. Well, that's reasonable, that is acceptable, there are no issues with that. So again, when you are designing your system, you want to make sure that how much level of consistency you need. If something very critical is there, you want to make sure that the consistency is followed to the teeth, even though it at the expense of wait time. But if there is something not important, of course make sure that the consistency is lower and it is also acceptable.